Okay, so this armed robbery has the internet divided with so many questions.
In Pennsylvania, a manhunt continues for two armed suspects accused of robbing an armored car. Police say the duo got away with hundreds of thousands of dollars. ABC's Olivia Rubin brings us a look at the surveillance video of the brazen heist.
Today, an urgent hunt for these two suspects caught on surveillance cameras robbing the driver of an armored vehicle at gunpoint, making off with hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash.
Road, H Mart. This truck was robbed.
It was around 10:30 Tuesday morning at an H Mart grocery store in Cheltenham, Pennsylvania. In the video, you see the driver of the armored vehicle carrying a money bag into the store. But just before they step inside, you see the two suspects, guns raised, coming up behind them. Just outside of the camera's view, police say they then forced the driver to turn over their weapon and the bag of money. Then you see the suspects, again, both wearing masks, covering their heads, taking off, one still pointing the gun at the driver. Police say they got away with an estimated $700,000 in cash.
Okay, so many questions. The first one, of course, is why does an H Mart need $700,000 or so delivered in cash? If you guys don't know, an H Mart is basically a Korean grocery store. Now, I understand being an Asian grocery store, they handle a lot of cash, but this is money being delivered to the store, not taken out. As you can see in the video here, it's money being delivered to the store. So the question a lot of people are having is, why is there so much money being delivered to this location? And I've seen some comments saying, hey, businesses do this all the time. They like to consolidate money from different branches to one singular branch, count it up, and then deposit it to the bank. That makes zero sense, because you would have already counted the money at the store to deliver to this store, to count it again, to get sent to the bank for it to get counted again. That makes zero sense. So that's the question I guess a lot of people are having. Why is there money going into the store, at least such a large dollar amount of cash going into the store? That's the question that we're never gonna know, but I'm just saying it's suspicious. And two, someone can correct me on this. I'm not an armored truck driver, and I don't know any armored truck drivers. But at least what I've seen and what I've been told ever since I was little is that armored trucks usually have two people at least per truck. One's a driver, one's a guard, and some of them have a third guy just hiding out in the back, praying that nobody opens the door that they're not supposed to. So I'm just curious why it seems like from the footage that we have here, why there was only one guy. That's very odd. Right? It seems like maybe things operate differently in Pennsylvania. Maybe Brinks has different operations in Pennsylvania where they only have one guy. Because I guess as I'm looking into this, I guess this is actually a trend that's been going on in Pennsylvania. And maybe Brinks should take a look at this and maybe have two guys and, get that third guy in the back. I don't know. Because I guess this happened earlier in the year as well at a Home Depot. They took $2 million
$2 million was stolen from a Brinks armored truck.
3 men from Philadelphia were arrested for stealing more than $2 million from that Brinks armored truck back in June. Here's some more look at the video of the scene when we were covering that story. You'll remember the armored truck robbery happened outside of a Home Depot on Castor Ave in Port Richmond around 8 a.m. on June 21st. 2 men with AR-style rifles approached the driver of the truck in an alley, made him get on the ground, and disarmed him, according to officials, while one One held him at gunpoint, the other took his keys and stole more than $2 million in cash. The FBI Violent Crimes Task Force and Philly Police, they worked together investigating the case, looked at video, cell phone records, they talked to witnesses, and arrested 30-year-old Daisha Hughes Murchison, 31-year-old Brian Wallace, and 31-year-old Traveen Jackson. Charged them with robbery, interfering with interstate commerce, and a use of a firearm in furtherance of a violent crime. They're hoping that this arrest prevents other brazen violent acts.
Apparently not, because it's happening in Philadelphia. Just some fun facts about the Home Depot one. After they, got the cash, they fled in a Hyundai Sonata, and that's actually how they caught them. The Hyundai Sonata was rented, and they had to return the rental. Don't forget to return your rentals, guys. And they have footage of the car, basically the getaway car leaving, and then they got footage of when the guys returned it, matched faces, and that's how they started the investigation into them. The other fun fact though, the third guy, so there's 3 guys in the Home Depot one. One of them, Traveen Jackson, is a former Brinks employee. He was a driver, so I guess he knew the ins and outs, he knew the routes. Was terminated or suspended, and he is helping I guess do these robberies, because think about it, he gets suspended and they're targeting drivers on routes in Philadelphia with one driver. I'm just saying, Brinks, hello, 2 to 3 guys should be what you guys need. And this goes back to the third thing a lot of people are questioning about for the H Mart one, is this seems like a inside job, because they knew exactly when to hit the guy. They knew there was going to be a high dollar amount there, because $700,000 going into an H Mart in cash, again, sounds weird. And one driver, it seems like an inside job. I don't know. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you guys think that this is going to continue in Pennsylvania? Because it seems like until Brinks in Pennsylvania fixes whatever protocol they got going on, this is going to continue, because it seems like a pretty easy target.
Now the suspects still on the loose. Officials describe them as, quote, 2 black males, one armed with an AR-15 style pistol, the other with a handgun.
Oh, come on. That was unnecessary.